What is up, you guys? My name is Kiara and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to the family. So as you can probably already tell by this video, today's video is going to be 5 ways to build a better social media presence. This applies to you whether you're a personal brand, a business, a personal brand that also is a business that is also a personal brand. However you may see fit, this is for you. So a lot of times people come to me and they're like, my social media, I post, I do this, I do that, but I don't have any engagement, nobody likes my page. And then I go on there and like they have like a black profile picture, no cohesive bio, no layout, no type of structure. It just looks like a lot of mumbo jumbo, right? So these social media tips will help you develop a more cohesive social media presence all around, so that whether you're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, or Gmail, you look the same throughout and people are able to recognize you from platform to platform. So without further ado, we're gonna get started with the video. So the first way to build a better social media presence is to use the same usernames on all platforms. Now, if you have a common name, this might be a little hard to do, but whatever your business or personal brand name is, you need to secure that name on all platforms. So for me, it's @_Kiara Nelson for my personal brand, and then everything else is Natural Boss Branding. However, on Twitter, because you can only have so many letters, it's literally Natural Boss Branding until you can't spell it anymore. So it's @NaturalBossBR, which stands for brand. But on every other social media account that I have, it's _Kiara Nelson. Now, I hate underscores with a passion. I do not like underscores. I think they look tacky. But somebody had took my username, which was @Kiara Nelson, so I couldn't fight them for the name, so I had to use, an underscore or some type of variation. I think they still allow periods. I'm not for sure, but I know underscores, maybe an extra letter, a number, something consistent. Whatever it is, make sure it's consistent. So you should go and make sure that your social media handles are the same on all platforms. The reason I say this is because a lot of times people will cross-post things, and so you want to make sure that they credit you and give you reference in things that they post. Like if you post something on Twitter and someone on Instagram posts like a screenshot of your tweet, you want to make sure that if they tag you and try and give you credit, that the right name pops up and that you're not mistaken for someone else. Tip number 2. This tip is a pretty common one, but I see a lot of people that don't do it. So if you're establishing a personal brand or a business, make sure you're using the same profile picture throughout social media. So if you have like a very professional photo going on Instagram, use that same professional photo on Twitter, but also Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of those, and even YouTube if you have a YouTube channel, because you want to make sure that people are able to recognize you. A lot of people don't recognize names, but they will recognize a face. I know I was commenting on somebody's YouTube video the other day, and I had the same profile picture on my Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and I believe, no, not Facebook, but I have the same profile picture on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And I posted something on Twitter, it kind of went viral, and then I was watching somebody's video, so I commented on YouTube, and somebody replied to my comment and they were like, "Hey, I recognize your face, I saw you on a Twitter thread or something." They were able to recognize me simply because I had the same profile picture on every social media network. So you don't want to go without being recognized. Be sure to set the same profile picture on every social media. Unless you don't use Twitter for professional purposes or whatever social media. Wherever you want to be recognized and wherever you want to be acknowledged, be sure that your profile picture matches on all social medias. Tip number 3, build genuine connections. Y'all, this is my favorite tip because it has gotten me so farther and so much more better content on my timeline, just because I'm not chasing after followers anymore. If you just follow me because you feel like it, I mean, I appreciate the follow, but that's not what I'm rooting for. I get on Twitter and Instagram every day with one goal in mind, and it's to connect with someone genuinely. Not trying to connect to sell them, not trying to connect so they can, buy my stuff. I genuinely want to connect with people because you never know when you might need that person down the line, or when you might be able to recommend that person down the line. For example, I followed a copywriter a few weeks ago. Been loving her tweets. She has amazing posts on Instagram, and someone on my timeline asked for a copywriter the other day. I was able to quickly first understand that that person who asked for that was within her niche, because I followed her so closely and we had such a good, cool connection. I knew who she was targeting and I knew who her target market was. So I was able to connect that person with her easily. Piece of cake, because we had that genuine connection. Now it's you know, not genuine when you just, I see it a lot of times when you follow people in your niche on like Instagram or Twitter and you DM them like, hey, here's my product, you know, you can buy my product. And it's like, stop trying to pitch to me. I don't want to be pitched to all the time. Sometimes I really want a genuine connection. So tip number 3, always create genuine connections. Simply using hashtags on Instagram. Use the same hashtags that you use on your posts. A quick tip that I'll do is I'll follow the hashtag, and then that way when I'm scrolling on my Instagram feed, I can be liking and commenting on posts and I don't even know that it's someone I'm not following. And then that way that they see you comment and they're like, oh, where's she coming from? They check out your page, you guys follow each other, and boom, you have an instant connection. As far as Twitter goes, follow some cool people. If you probably follow a few cool people already, check out who they're interacting with. Now, don't go and be like stalking and, you know, just be friends with everybody they're friends with, because that's weird. But, you know, kind of form your own circle. You can interact with those same people, especially if they're within your niche. That's like the best connections to make, because then not only do you have those cool connections, but you have people to pass off potential clients to when they don't fit your mold. You're like, oh, but also here's someone who has a similar expertise as me and, you know, similar pricing and services. I'm gonna just send them on to you. Boom, easy peasy. I win, you win. Number 4. To become searchable. So this has a lot to do with SEO, which is also called search engine optimization, which is something you probably hear a lot. A way to become searchable on social media is to always use your name, or whatever name you want to be recognized by. For example, I'm Kiera, but I'm also called Key. So if I wanted people to call me Key, I would use Key, not Kiera. And also using your title in your name. So you know how on Instagram you have your name and then you also have your username, right? So you would do your username, of course, whatever username you decide, which needs to be the same on all channels. And then your name would be, instead of just Kiera Nelson, it's Kiera, and then I have like a dash and it says like brand designer, or, you know, creative graphic designer. Something where people are searching. If they're searching a keyword, you pop up. I know a lot of like people who do in-person services like hairstylists, nail stylists, things like that. They'll do like their name, or they'll simply just do the location and they'll say like Atlanta hairdresser, or, you know, Raleigh braider, New York makeup artist, because that's what people are looking for when they're searching for a service or a brand. They're looking for that specific keyword, so you want to be sure to pop up in search engines. And then number 5, which is the final tip, is cross promote. So if you have a Twitter, if you have an Instagram, if you have more than one social media, and say you also have a YouTube channel or a blog of some sort, or even a website, whenever you create a new blog post, it's always great to also post about it on your other social medias. So one thing I like to do is I'll link my general YouTube channel in my link in bio page on my website. And I also link my blog there as well. So anytime I have a new blog or a new YouTube video, I can always say just click the link in my bio. See, that's cross-promoted, because I took YouTube and I took Instagram and I cross-promoted them. And then like in a YouTube video, for example, I'll tell you, hey, if you don't already, follow me on socials at _Kiera Nelson on all socials. Boom, I just crossed my Instagram and Twitter with my YouTube. Cross-promoted. Those are the 5 ways to build a better social media presence. Those aren't the only ways to build up a social media presence. So of course, if you feel that I missed any, please comment them down below. But if you did find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you won't miss out on any new videos. If you have any video suggestions, also be sure to leave those down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.